In this lecture, we will study the second application of convolution, which is edge detection. In this application, we will generate a signal that contains edges, and by selecting a suitable filter or kernel, we will be able to detect those edges. First, we need to import all the necessary modules into our working environment, so let's run this cell to import them. Next, we will generate a signal with edges. To do this, I first created a signal with 0 amplitude, meaning I generated a signal with 100 samples, all having a magnitude of 0. After that, I modified a few samples within this signal to have a magnitude of 1. These samples are between the indices 15 and 35, which gives us 20 samples with an amplitude of 1. Similarly, between the indices 65 and 85, we have another 20 samples with an amplitude of 1. So, within these 100 samples, we now have two sections where the amplitude rises to 1, creating edges in the signal. Let's plot this signal with edges. The commands used here are the same ones we have used several times in this course, such as using the plot.plot command adjusting the x-tick and y-tick parameters and applying the plate.legend command. After running this cell, we can see that the generated signal starts with 100 samples, all having a magnitude of 0. Then, from 15 to 35 and from 65 to 85, the amplitude becomes 1. In this way, we have successfully generated a signal with edges. Now our task is to detect these edges. For this, we must select a suitable kernel. We cannot use a moving average filter here because that filter is meant for denoising. In this case, we need a kernel designed specifically to detect edges, which is known as an edge detector. Edge detectors differ from moving average filters because they possess a special property. Let's run this cell to see what makes them unique. You can now see the amplitude values of a kernel that we will use for edge detection. If you add all these values together, the sum is 0. For example, there is a plus 0.5 and a minus 0.5, a plus 0.3 and a minus 0.3, and a plus 0.1 and a minus 0.1. The kernel we are using here contains 7 samples. Whether your kernel has 7 samples or 70 samples, if it is designed for edge detection, the sum of all its sample amplitudes will always be 0. This is the special property of an edge detector. Now, let's plot this kernel. When we plot it, we can see that the value at index 0 is plus 0.5, while the value at index 6 is minus 0.5. The samples above the 0 line represent the positive part of the kernel, and the samples below the 0 line represent the negative part. So, we have successfully generated an edge detector kernel with 7 samples whose total sum is 0. Next, we will perform convolution to detect the edges. For convolution, we will use the NumPy.convolve command and set the mode to same. The reason for using same mode is that we do not want to change the number of samples or the size of the original signal. Our goal is simply to detect edges using convolution. Here, we are performing convolution between the signal with edges and the edge detector kernel. After running this cell, we obtain the filtered signal. Let's plot and visualize it. You can see that in the original signal where there were sharp edges. The filtered signal now shows smooth transitions. This is our filtered signal after performing convolution. When we plot the filtered signal over the original signal, we can clearly see the effect of edge detection. Where the original signal had edges, the filtered signal now displays smooth upward or downward transitions instead of sharp jumps. In this example, the direction of the smooth transition depends on the direction of the original signal. Where the original blue signal moves upward, the filtered signal also shows an upward transition. Where the blue signal moves downward, the filtered signal follows with a downward transition. Thus, the red filtered signal does not contain sharp edges, but instead smooth transitions that correspond to the changes in the original signal. In this way, we have created a filtered signal that successfully detects and represents the locations of edges within the original signal. The smooth transitions in the filtered output indicate where edges occur during the progression or movement of the signal.